Simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got. Return live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
49, check 49. Hey, alert 33. 52. Watch twist.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers. In the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield moving backwards on first. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mariota on target there to Humphries. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, here we go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mike 54. Let's go.
Mayfield now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Grant. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog, that's the way. Check. 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Ready? 40's Mike, 40's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 4, check 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the read option, it's Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
At the Browns' 10-yard line.
You. Check three. One. Check, cross.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the read option, it's Mariota. He may try and run for this. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0.
One more stop, fellas. One more stop. Nail in the coffin.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Come on,
and good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
I ran all the way out of bounds.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of...
Really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Point it right.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Way to shoot that motherfucker up, man.
Able to get 2
here.
here, stopped at the 30.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Got him.
They go play action here on first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Letting
Got
one
him.
go deep for the end zone.
Come on, man. Let me pick it out.
They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this order of play.
Now this controller creeping, bro. God. I gotta get a new controller. With some grip on it. Be dropping my shit too much.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Being chased out left.
Thank you!
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17.
Started twinkling again. Try to run inside.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Yes, sir. Them Browns wet.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.